I don't know if you can hear us, but the weather's turned a bit. Saturday, June the 14th, and it's Father's Day tomorrow, and the oldest lads took the old man out for a wild camp. So we're going to wild camp tomorrow night, but tonight we're living in the laps of luxury in the van.
In the camper van?
In the camper van, in the car park, outside the pub, where we're going for our dinners tonight. We've never had a proper look at the menu yet, but it looks very nice.
It's like pubby food?
Yeah. And I might have a couple of pints,
right,
you know, 2, 3, and I've got some wine for later on when we're sitting here watching some videos. On,
right.
have you got your iPad with you?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Great. So that's the plan anyway. We're going to set out, maybe we'll hang around, we'll not go rushing off in the morning. So we'll go maybe about 10:30, 11 o'clock, set off. And we're going eventually to Wild Boar Fell, and we're going to camp around that area somewhere. I think the total walk there and back in a circle is about 15 miles, yeah. But I'll tell you more about that tomorrow. Right? I think it's nearly time for opening time.
We'll say you're in the Fat Lamb.
Yes.
We'll show you what bait we have.
Sorry guys, get the salad.
That's lovely, thanks mate.
There you go, enjoy.
Cheers.
Father's Day ribeye steak and a Guinness. Sunday, 15th of June, Father's Day. Mine Father's Day doesn't seem any different any other day to me.
What you on about? I've just paid for him to stay in my camper van and bought him dinner.
That was yesterday.
Aye, but it was part of your Father's Day weekend celebration.
Alright, celebration. Anyway, we're out on a wild camp. We've, like he's just said, we stayed at the Fat Lamb last night and had a nice meal. And we doing a bit of a circular route around and eventually end up at Wild Boar Fell. So we haven't gained any height yet, and I'm still puffing and panting.
That's because of all the cans he's got.
I and the Nut McEwens, Brewdog. Sorry, Hengist.
I'd imagine Brewdog's lighter than Champion 7.3.
Well, the cans are littler. So we've gained some height now, away from the valley, and where we are now is called Steneskew Clouds. Now, I've looked up and I can't find out what clouds means, but I think it means exposed rock. I think that's the gist of it anyway. I've no doubt Chris JB might be able to tell us. But I did read that years and years ago they were discovering on this exposed rock fluorspar, and they started mining it, and they were using it for copper, for producing copper, but it was never very productive, and it didn't sort of take off as a major mining area because the conditions were just too difficult. But that's what little knowledge I have, I've passed on to you. And it was a little bit, but it is impressive. Mind, when you're walking on it, it's definitely ankle breaking territory. So I'm not going to walk on it as much. I'm going to avoid walking on it as much as I can. Five to 2, having a late lunch. We've done a lot of walking today, 7¼ mile up to now, and we've got another 2, possibly 2.5,
Maybe about
3 miles
at least.
to where we're going to camp. But we've got lots of daylight hours ahead of us, so there's no worry.
Been in the bog.
We've been a bit boggy, aye. My shoes is I could drain my shoes out. I'm not going to though. And we're eating egg and bacon sandwiches that Liz brought for us, and they're lovely. Even though they've been in the van since yesterday morning, in the fridge, in the van since yesterday morning. I don't know if you can hear us, but the weather's turned a bit. It's blowing a hoolie, it's raining, and we're in cloud.
It's great.
What level 2, what level enjoyment is this?
It's type B.
Type B enjoyment. But we're getting there.
Aye, later on we're getting there.
Catch you later. Thank the Lord, Wild Boar Fell. We've made it. What do you reckon, Stephen?
I've had a lovely time.
It's been horrendous.
I've had a lovely time.
That was some tough walk, that, in that weather. But we've made it. It's not raining quite as heavy as it was, and the wind is not quite as strong, but it's still not very pleasant. Right, we're going to pitch here. We're going to pitch on this lovely beach so we can sunbathe in the morning. It's pretty grim, how can I tell you? Right, here we are, all set up, and as you can see, it's proper clogged out. But we've got a lovely position. Let's say it's a lakeside view. But I'm just getting out the tent and I'm shivering already. That's because I'm still a bit damp. But there's my setup. As usual, it's a bit untidy at the moment, like, but that's where I am. And I'll take you over and see Stephen's. I'll show you Stephen's setup. Again, it's not much different to it usually is. There we are, he's filtering some water. Have you warmed up, Stephen?
No.
No.
Well, I had, and then I got out for water and I was shivering straight away. But that's because we got too cold.
Right, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get some water. Not that I need much, but I'm going to get some anyway. Right, as you can see, I'm in Stephen's tent at the moment because the transier is in full go. So he's making beef bourguignon,
But with mince.
with mince instead of steak, just for practical reasons. It's opening time. As you can see, the onions and the bacon and things like that are progressing. We've got Irish beef mince with 5% fat. So I'm doing a bit camera work up with his camera. So this is all I'm going to do on my camera. Right? And I'll give you, just while I'm here, I'll give you a look outside. And look at the claggy weather we've got.
I've just about warmed up, but we're both in bare feet because our shoes are soaking.
There's my socks. 2 plastic bags. The beef bourguignon is progressing marvellously. So I'm not on the McEwen's 7.3 Champion 7.3, I'm on Brewdog today. Right, I've been fed and watered, so it's time to go back to my own tent. What time is it, Stephen? About 8 o'clock?
10 past 8.
10 past 8.
Yeah.
I'll have me pudding, brandy and chocolate, and listen to a podcast, and then hopefully go to sleep.
I'm thinking about digging a hole.
Because he's just being preemptive. Is that the word? Preemptive.
Preemptive strike.
A preemptive hole. Away from the water.
What it does, it takes the pressure off. Knowing the hole's there.
It's just a matter of taking him.
Exactly. It reduces the logistics a lot.
Once the hole's there, all you've got to worry about
is not hitting your shoe.
Toilet humour is always the best humour, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Right, back to the tent. I'll speak to you later. Actually, I think it's 25 past 10. It's just getting dark now. It's not pitch black yet, but it's dark. We had a lovely meal. beef bourguignon made with minced beef, red wine and some mashed potato, and it was lovely. I've been lying, just sort of dozing, listening to a bit radio. We've had a really hard day today. 11 mile of walking, but 11 hard miles, because some of they were undefined paths, and it was a bit boggy on. Well, in fact, my boots are absolutely soaking. But we've had a good day, and hopefully it'll be a bit brighter in the morning, and it's not as far to walk back to the van, back to where we started from. But we've really enjoyed it today. So I'm going to sign off here and say good night. See you in the morning. Good morning. It's 6 o'clock and we've woke up to certainly a better morning than when we went to bed, because it was still clogged out, but there's a bit blue sky. I can see the sun just trying. Got the kettle on, as you can see, ready for a cup of tea. I'll just give you a look out. So it's not a bad morning. I don't know if Stephen's up yet, but I think I can hear some movement over there. Anyway, I'll get you back on when I start packing up. Well, it's not a bad morning. The sun's shining a little bit. Sky looks a bit watery like over there, but you might get a better view of where we are now. There's Stephen, there's me. I'm going to take you up here because there's a lovely view up here. I'm saying there's a lovely view which we couldn't even think about yesterday, couldn't see anything, but there we are. Right, we're ready for the off. Not bad time, 7:20. Stephen's standing on where I was pitched. Flat grass, leave no trace. It's looking a bit murky again in the distance, but I think, I don't think it's going to rain. I hope it's not anyway. Anyway, we've had a great camp, a bit of a tough walk, but we made it. I'm going to wrap up now. Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you can, and put some comments on. I reply to all the comments. I keep saying that. Right, see you next time. Bye. See ya.